You straight up cuckooed that dude, bro. Oh my God.
You've got all your Charger gear on because
Feeling fresh as hell.
Well, you guys better enjoy it. The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
On the move and throws and touchdown.
Do this together. Players, coaches, staff, fans, together we can create something truly special.
Stay tuned for some good content.
Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wool Dog, sitting with my buddies, Kev, Hug, and Duggan.
Little Ann says it's time to rock and roll.
Let's not forget, there is a third member of this. Kyle, the coach Duggan, is back, baby.
Thanks for welcoming me back, guys.
Of course.
Felt weird watching the episode and just seeing you two guys. I
felt
like,
pretty good though.
Are they gonna like this? And are they gonna like this and not let me back?
No, we're glad you're
Well,
back.
we put
dude.
it to a
We
fan
missed you.
vote, and I don't know how to say this, but
They don't like
You're
us
out.
as much without you.
the 2 moves faster than 3. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
No, we're happy to have you back because it's normally just us fanboying out over things and being irrational and making funny voices. And there's never anybody here to go like, now, let's use our thinking cap.
now,
Guys, this
children.
is how football works. But how was
So-
Mexico? How was it?
Yeah, it was fun. It was it was really good family time. Hung out with the boys in the pool the whole time, and
Nice.
it was an all-inclusive resort, so you can't beat it. It was awesome.
That is quite the treat.
Yeah.
Well, guess you got to do this now with us.
Welcome back to the shit.
It's not exactly a pool, but
It's
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 warm.
often a return to reality. It's,
Yeah.
it's a little fun thing to look forward to coming
It's
back to
warm.
reality.
Come on in.
yes. But don't swim over there. It's a little too warm. I blame Kevin.
That's
all
your
right.
side of the pool.
Let's see here. We got plenty to talk about here, folks. There's a lot of talk going around in the league right now, and there's some dates to mark on your calendar when we've got a great Ask Boltfam lined up. But let's start it off looking over at Twitter. Keenan Allen. Boy, Keenan Allen's just been taking a lot of flack lately, man.
Dude,
I don't
shade.
understand. Yeah,
I don't
just like
I don't understand. Usually he gets like he doesn't get noticed, but he's great.
right.
all
the
of a sudden now-
underappreciated player.
Yeah, and now like I don't know what he did last year that got him all this hate all of a sudden.
I don't know.
I don't understand it, but he's chirping back at some of these guys, tweeting out these sports analysts starting to get real disrespectful on TV. It's one thing to have an opinion, but to say what another person can and cannot do, little eyebrow raised, tarnishing people's name because of a bad season or bad game as if they know it all. See us in person and act all cool. Hashtag puppets. So, yeah, this is, I mean, again, it's like Keenan Allen is just one of the more underappreciated players in the league. The guy puts up, the guy's catching balls left and right, has most catches like in the past like couple seasons. I don't remember the stat, but it's just like he's killing it. And
He's
yet
consistent.
he's so consistent. He's Mr. Reliable. You can count on him. And yet these people are just like, man, he's getting a little old. He's, I don't know if he's quite got the same. Bleh. And it's like, come
Well, and
on,
then
man.
There was the guy that got all upset about what he said about the Chiefs
Tyreek.
getting exposed because of Tyreek Hill leaving. There's
Sure.
going to be some people that are going to be exposed.
Right.
Why is he not allowed to say that? I don't.
Yeah.
The guy went on this tangent about how he's only been to the playoffs a couple times. Like, what are
What
you
is-
talking about?
what does
You've
that have
never
to do
been to
with
the
anything?
playoffs.
Yeah.
Wait, you've never been to the playoffs, and you think that you get to talk about him? So why can't he
Exactly.
talk? He's actually in the NFL. You goober. I don't.
Goofy
That guy.
goober.
That guy that went on about that, that just there was no logic there whatsoever.
No.
Keenan Allen is one of the top 10 in everyone's rankings, top 10 receivers in the National Football League. He has the credibility to say Tyreek Hill was so good at receiver, the position that I play, that then now some people are going to get exposed. I think he has the credibility to say that.
Sure.
And I think it's fair. I think exactly what is going to happen with the Chiefs. It's so clear that that's
Everyone,
on its
and
way.
that's everyone's opinion. And Keenan just voiced it, and all of a sudden he's getting shade thrown at him. I don't understand where the Keenan Allen hate has come from.
Right. It's not
Maybe
even
a little
hate
bit.
that he's throwing out. It's just like, hey, man, these guys worked so well together that now that you've separated them, something's going to get exposed here that like
It's not going to be all the same. It's
Right.
not going to be exactly the same
all
without
it's going to be is
Tyreek Hill.
different. Yeah, that's it. Not necessarily like, oh, you're going to see some people turn into shit. It's just like, no, it's some people might get a little exposed. So
And it's interesting too, just like the way I feel like people really like to push the Charger kind of like drama button on social media. And that
They're
kind of
digging
thing.
for it.
They're
Yeah,
looking for stuff. I don't know if it's our reaction on social media and how Charger fans are really passionate about our team and like to come at it, but it always seems like they're saying stupid shit about our team just to get a kind of reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that more, and I like Keenan Allen saying stuff like that because that's
absolutely.
exactly how we all feel. And he lines up against these guys. He has way better insight on what that team's going to be like without Tyreek Hill than any of us do.
Yeah, he's played them twice a
100%.
year for 9
Forever.
years now. You
Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I understand that there's some talking heads out there and they've all got to kind of like take an opinion, and some people take dramatic opinions just for the sake of being dramatic. And it's
Yeah.
like, and that's what Keenan's calling out. It's just like, hey man, like either call it like it is or don't say anything like it, and don't
Yeah.
come into my face
And then don't
afterwards and
act
be
fake,
like,
yeah.
act like, hey man, it's me,
I
Dan
respect your
Orlovsky. Good to
game.
see
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
buddy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Catch me outside. Let's
Yeah.
go.
How about
Exactly.
that?
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
So Keenan Allen keeping it real. And then over at PFF, they took a quote from Brandon Staley in regards to the offseason edition, saying a lot of people talk about arming quarterbacks, but we wanted to arm Derwin with some weapons that could really bring out the best in him. So as we saw in the previous season, we saw us picking up Corey Linsley. We saw us drafting Rashawn Slater, bulking up that line. I mean, it was pretty much a completely different line minus Brian
Overall.
Bulaga, but Bulaga played only a couple of games and that was it. So it was, for all intents and purposes, a brand new line. So you took care of the quarterback that previous season. Now we're seeing in this offseason, Khalil Mack, JC Jackson, Sebastian Joseph Day, Aaron Johnson, like they're given. I'm so excited just for Derwin to now be surrounded by this kind of talent and to see what he could do.
He's only going to get better. Derwin's only going to get better from these moves.
Right.
He's not going to be. You remember all those times we watched those games last year where he would be 20 yards down the field, just kind of protecting the top.
Mhm.
He doesn't belong out there. He doesn't need to be out there. He needs to be coming down, being all over the field, being just somebody you always need to know where they are.
Right.
So I'm glad that these pieces are falling into place so he can actually be that for us.
I'd also like, it's cool to see Coach Staley say that and address it to the public. Like, especially with him being in a contract year as a fan base, I'm like, why haven't they not extended him yet? It's clear what they think of Derwin, and that's going to get done because he is the quarterback. Like, who would ever give up a quarter like a Justin Herbert? You're like, just pay the man whatever he wants. That's clearly how they feel about Derwin, and I'm excited about that as a fan of the Chargers because he is a complete difference maker, not only on the field but in the locker room,
Yes.
in free agency, and getting
Yes.
big names to want to come play. So
Yeah.
that's huge to hear that from Coach Staley.
Well, and JC Jackson said that really,
He's the reason.
He's the reason why he's a Charger, and he wanted to come here and play with him essentially because I'm sure he could have gotten a little bit more money. He said he told his agents, "Look, we're going for the Chargers." So
Yeah.
that has a lot to do with Derwin James. And why would JC Jackson be like, all right, well, let me hop on this team for a year with this guy, not knowing that there's a
Right,
good
his
chance he's
future.
going to get extended
Right.
and he's going to be a Charger for a long time. So
Yeah.
with it, if anything, hearing stuff like that, I feel even more confident that Derwin's going to be back. It's not really a concern.
Just a matter of time.
Matter of time.
I mean, have you ever heard any coach say that about anybody other
No.
than the quarterback? Like, I'm going to build a defense around this player. Like,
No.
That what a crazy concept. But at the same time, it's like he is such a keystone to the defense, being as successful as they could possibly be. That like, why wouldn't you say that? That's a great sentiment.
Yeah.
So
There's not a lot of players in the league that you would do that for.
exactly. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, like on the offensive side, sure, you talk about building around a quarterback all the time, but
Yeah.
building
And-
around a player on the defensive side, that's just unheard of.
And the year before he's supposed to get a contract. The coach is
Exactly.
going all in
Yeah.
on you before that
The agent
happens.
is just licking his chops.
Yeah,
as he
it's like
signs.
they're gonna pay me anything I want.
Yeah.
Brandon's building.
These
Coach Staley's
coming
building
around the
this
corner.
around me. Yeah, exactly.
Rubbing his hands.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, yeah, we're it's just more reasons to be excited for this upcoming season. On Friday, the NFL announced the offseason program dates for all 32 clubs. So mark your calendars, folks. Phase 1 begins April 18th for the Chargers. That is voluntary. That consists of the first 2 weeks of program with activities limited to meetings, strength and conditioning, and physical rehabilitation only. Phase 2, also voluntary, consists of the next 3 weeks of the program. On-field workouts may include individual or group instruction and drills. And then OTAs, Phase 3, beginning May 23rd, also still voluntary. There's a lot of dates, 23rd, 24th, 26th, May 31st to June 1st, 3rd, June 6th to the 7th, and June 9th. No live contact is permitted, but 7-on-7, 9-on-7, and 11-on-11 drills are permitted. And then mandatory minicamp, June 14th to the 15th, baby.
God, it's just getting just a little bit
It's
close
close enough.
closer. It's close enough. It's close enough to touch.
Well, it gives you a goal now. You can be like, okay, when is it? May 23rd. Okay, that's going to be when it is. All
At
right.
least we get some news like, oh, so-and-so didn't show up to voluntary. What does that mean? Like, there's something to talk about, for God's sake.
Justin Herbert didn't show up. Why? I don't understand.
Yeah.
No, it's something to look forward to, because right now, I mean, obviously the big one that we're looking forward to is the draft.
Draft.
Which is just out of control. We just saw today that the Saints and the Eagles are just trading picks like they're playing Go Fish.
A gajillion.
Like,
Yeah.
It's just like, do you have any first rounders?
Yeah, it's Go Fish.
Go fish.
So yeah, I think last I saw now the Saints and the Eagles pick before us, and the Saints and the Eagles pick after us. We're like wedged now in between the Saints and the Eagles. So
wow.
It'll be interesting to see what all that means, because like all the mock drafts are
well, the Saint, I thought it was the Saints. The Saints just moved to 16, which is right before us.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought is they lost their franchise left tackle, so now they're trying to move up a little bit to rebuild there.
Yeah, probably.
Which is a position that we were looking at too. So that move could radically change what happens to player availability where we're at.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think if you follow Craig, I'm not trying to steal this from Craig, but Craig said you could basically kiss Chris Cross goodbye, which I don't even know that guy was going to necessarily fall to number 17, but now that you've got those guys that are really in the hunt for that position, you could probably consider him not being available unless the Chargers move up, which is still, who freaking knows what's going to happen.
People fall. You never know
Cross
why.
will make you jump. You know what I mean?
Chris Cross will make you sit down because he's going somewhere else.
Exactly.
Well, if you're going to go somewhere else, folks, why not go over to chargerchat.com.
So good.
Check out all the great stuff we've got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, stickers, all the good stuff. And you can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in our member section and ask questions in Ask Boltfams. So go check it out, chargerchat.com. All right, well, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Fan Focus. And I've seen this name before. Is this the guy that asks 3 questions every stinking time?
You know it.
All right, well, let's take it over to Ricky Booby.
All right, guys, we are back with another Fan Focus, and we are super pumped to have Ricky from Oklahoma City. What is going on, Ricky?
What's going on, Kevin? Nice to be on, man.
Dude, super pumped to have you and excited to learn a little more about you, man. So let's kick this bad boy off. How did you become a Charger fan?
Man, what a loaded question, right?
Yeah.
But just to start off with, born and raised in San Diego. So I was around the team for a really long time, but never really got into football until I'd say middle school, where my mom didn't have enough money for daycare. So she'd bring me to work with her. And she was a manager at a deli in downtown called Sabrina's Deli and Cafe. And right next door to that deli was a chiropractor's office. And in that chiropractor's office, one of the team doctors for the Chargers worked there.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So it was really cool. Just one day, I'm just this middle school kid working at a register, probably not legal, but who cares, right? And then one day I just see this tower of a man come in. He orders this really weird sandwich. Like it was 2 p.m., but he ordered like 3 fried eggs, whole bunch of mayo and a whole bunch of ketchup. That's it. No tomato, lettuce, nothing like that. So linemen got to eat. But I didn't know who this guy was at first until he signed his receipt. And I looked at the name and it said Jamal Williams. And I said, that seems familiar. So I looked him up online, and he was a Charger player. So it just blew my mind that all of a sudden the guys I saw on TV were just right in front of me and just having casual conversations too with this kid. And I never thought how many signatures I would acquire during that time, but I got signatures from the team back in 2008 all the way to 2014. So any guy you can think of, really, from Manti Te'o to Eddie Royal, just any guys you can really think of. But a guy that would go there a lot was Donald Brown.
Yep.
And Donald Brown, he was one of my favorites because another reason why I became a Charger fan. Sorry to ramble on.
No,
but
keep going.
In high school, I played at Mission Bay High School down in San Diego, down by Pacific Beach. And my senior year, we made it to the championship, Division III, and we got to play at Qualcomm Stadium. So that just blew my mind, just being able to walk in the tunnels, go in the way the players go in, go to the home and away locker rooms, and actually play a game on the logos and everything. We got completely destroyed. I think it was 49-0 at the end.
Oh, no.
But the fact that we got to go and have that experience, man, that was so much fun. And since then, I've been a diehard Charger fan, and I probably will brainwash all my kids to be Charger fans too.
Good, as you should. You're supposed to do that. That's your job.
Yeah.
That's insane. So did you just have like gear sitting at your work? Like, all right, here comes Manti, here comes Jamal. Let's get this stuff signed.
I wish I could, but unfortunately, I didn't buy that much gear when I was younger. We just couldn't afford it. So the most we got was those signatures on those receipts that I would take pictures with a little crank up camera. And I would just take pictures of the signatures and just take them home with me. And I just have maybe 60, 70 signatures.
Oh my
back
God.
at home.
Dude, that's
just the random Charger guys. The original kind of player cards, right?
That's awesome. On the back of receipt that's crazy. And the sandwich, that's ridiculous. That sounds awful. I don't want to eat that.
It was weird, but when he explained it to me, he's just like, we have to keep the weight on, so we have to eat as many calories as possible.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool beginning story of becoming a Charger fan, dude. That's a very unique one. And let's talk about the team now. A lot of crazy stuff's happened in the last couple of weeks. What was one of the things that happened in the last, couple of weeks that you were like, yes?
I think the biggest upgrade was our most recent signing, which was J.K. Scott, the guy that just finished his Google internship.
Yeah, good call.
But seriously, I mean, Khalil Mack, come on, man. He wasn't even on our radar, and it just makes everybody around him better. He doesn't even have to be Khalil Mack at 100%. He just has to be Khalil Mack on the field. And then to have a true number one corner like JC Jackson, we shouldn't be scared to go up against anybody because we have a number one corner to lock down number one receivers. And then Sebastian Joseph Day, he might be my new spirit animal.
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Just positive vibes completely, just ever since that presser, maybe a little bit during the Rams when we kind of had to see their stuff through the LA news and whatnot. But man, I think that's my next jersey. Joseph Day.
You're going to go Day? I like that.
Yeah.
That's smart. They call him Bash. Like that's a sweet.
Oh
nickname.
yeah.
That's sick. So that's awesome. Yeah, we're thrilled. We're so excited for the season. It can't get here soon enough. So we're here and ready to go. So what are you most looking forward to this upcoming season? Are you going to go to a game? What are your goals for this upcoming season?
I want to be able to go to more games this time around. This year, especially with all the primetime games. Hopefully that'll work into my schedule. But what I just want to see is it's go time. I mean,
turn it on. Let's go.
Tom, you've had 9 years. You want to say that you've had this master plan in effect. Well, this is the year to show us what you've been building up, man.
Yeah.
It's time to go. So I just want to see them actually execute because we've always had it. We were always the offseason champions. We always had the good pieces. We're always good on paper, but then we don't execute.
Yeah.
Whether it's drop passes, crucial fourth down conversions that probably don't happen, definitely don't happen if we don't have the Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
But it's just go time. It's time for us to win a ring. It's time for us to show that we're not just all talk. It's time to go.
Yeah, I love it, dude. I love your energy.
Yeah.
I love everything you've just said. So let's go. And dude, hopefully we can meet it up at a game and go to Thunder Alley and Dude, let's do it. Let's roll.
I can't wait. I'm all charged up, man.
Let's go, baby. I love it. All right, man. Well, thank you, Ricky, for coming on, brother. It was awesome meeting you, and we really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. I'll keep those questions coming too.
Oh, dude, you got to keep them in the threes. Dude,
Gotta keep them in the threes.
The new thing where he's like spinning the thing where it goes around. That's my new favorite part of the show. So appreciate you.
Totally not rigged anyways, right?
No, not rigged at all.
Yeah.
No, it's very, there's no rig there. So, all right, man. Well, we will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.
All right. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Well, Ricky, you might be our new spirit animal,
That's
my
right.
friend.
Ricky's got those vibes, dude.
I
dig
am
'em.
Seriously.
feeling it. Like,
Yeah.
I am pumped. Like, let's just go. Now is the time. The place is now. The time is here. Let's get going. So, Ricky, thank you for coming on and sharing
Appreciate you,
sharing
bro.
great stories, man. Like collecting the signatures and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy.
Kevin, what if that gross, disgusting sandwich is the good luck charm that wins us a Super Bowl?
Oh,
Get rid of your breakfast
I'll
burritos.
eat it every day. Every day, every
Breakfast,
meal.
lunch, and dinner.
You got to at least give it a shot
dude,
week
tons
1
of
next year.
ketchup and mayo. Ugh.
Week 1 next year, see what happens.
All
Yeah,
right,
right.
I'll try it.
Yeah, see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that
It's
could
what-
happen, right?
But it's just fried eggs on
Vomit.
bread with mustard,
Mustard and ketchup.
with mayo and ketchup.
Yeah, mayo and ketchup. You can do it, dude.
Lima got to eat.
All right.
Do it for the Chargers.
The thing is, I don't think any of my like specialty things are going to matter anymore because our defense is going to be so fucking good that like it won't not like none of my superstitions. I'm not going to be a superstitious guy next year. I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, now you just don't want to do the sandwich. You're backing out hard right now. You are backpedaling. You've gone full JC Jackson backpedal right now.
Yeah, I'm going to snag that sandwich and take it back to the house.
Yeah.
I love it.
Ugh, gross.
All right. Well, hey, Ricky, thank you for coming on and chatting with
Thanks,
Kev. Love having you
Thanks,
on,
brother.
buddy. We'll definitely got to get you back on again because the energy is just
It's good.
It's excellent. So keep it going. All right. Well, folks, now it's time to go on to the next segment. It is Ask Boltfam. We got Kyle back now. We can maybe answer some freaking questions for Pete's sake. Let's go.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like
Totally appreciated.
catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
All right. Well, here we go, folks. Ask Bolt Fam, 3-headed edition. Starting it off with Austin Wilder Trammell.
Certified fresh.
All right. Who asked the question? Hey, fellas. I was hoping you can help me accomplish something. The past 2 Charger games I attended last season, I attempted, but sadly failed to get the crowd chanting this chant. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Los Angeles Chargers. And if, when we win, na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye, lambs. Of course, insert whatever team is appropriate to say goodbye to. Once we serve them up goodie bags filled with hard-to-swallow, distasteful, but digestible L's. But yeah, if I can hear this chant in SoFi Stadium, either there or on the TV, knowing I helped start this new Chargers chant, I would die a happy man. Bolt up, bitches. K, love you, bye.
I get behind this.
We'll give it a shot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, no,
I think
Yeah.
you might be overestimating our pull while we're in the stadium, but we'll do it.
The
Yeah.
stadium seats about 70,000, and we're about 3 knuckleheads that I don't even know if anybody knows who we are that's sitting next to us, but
a liquid courage, man. We're gonna hit that
we'll
tailgate
scream it
From
right.
the top of our
Absolutely.
lungs. Yeah.
If nothing else, you'll know where to find us.
Yeah. I'll take a video of us doing it. If
we'll
that will
definitely
make
do
you
it.
happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll get the ball rolling if we can just get the
Yeah.
video posted. But
And dude, we got to figure out this first game that we're all going to. Like, I'm so excited for this.
oh yeah. Well, we got to
Yeah.
get the schedule here,
Gotta
buddy.
get the
We-
schedule.
I know,
we
I'm
don't even
not-
know what day it's
I don't
happening
care.
yet.
I just want to figure it out.
I don't care the date. Let's just figure
Let's
it out.
just figure it out.
I'll just book hotels for a whole month.
Just take a guess.
I'm gonna
Take
get
a
a
shot.
block. The
29
first
of
2
them.
weeks of the season, they're gonna be in LA. I'm just gonna block out 2 weeks.
There you go. Roll the dice, buddy.
Roll the dice.
All right. Austin Wilder Trammell, thank you for asking the question.
Thank
Moving on now to Andres Robles,
you.
who asked the question. Why are they taking so long to re-sign Ibushi and Andre?
Good question.
Well,
I
was
think
thinking this
Ibushi
myself.
Ibushi's coming off a big injury. I think they're monitoring him still in his rehab.
Right.
And while there's still other guards out there in free agency that are options that don't have the like. Any Charger fan, we re-sign Ode and he gets hurt again, you're gonna be like, "Oh, are you kidding me? We saw he was hurt." You know, so it's like maybe they're just
like,
man. So maybe they're just
took your job.
They're doing some diligence on Ibushi, and then Andre Roberts. I don't know that one. I don't really get. He's not going to demand huge money. I know they're meeting with somebody tomorrow that's younger, but
exactly, they're meeting with. We didn't get to mention this. They're meeting with wide receiver and returner DeAndre Carter, former Washington Commander. He's meeting with the Bears today, and he's meeting again with the Chargers tomorrow. So,
dude. What have you like? Andre Roberts gave me something I haven't seen as a Charger fan in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to re-sign him.
Right.
I would love to have him back. So
he can't be demanding a ton of money or a long-term deal. Like he knows where he's at in his career, and he's not a wide receiver help at all, really. So he knows he's just a return guy. So yeah, it's kind of weird. There's something there. I don't
feel
think
like
Andre's
they get more upside with Carter versus
maybe you
Roberts.
have there's some wide receiver possibility there.
But there's also the new special teams coach. That's the variable here. That's true. He's want to come in, bring his own guy, create his own unit. So I think that's maybe why Andre Roberts is still hanging out there and not.
It's just one of the things though that coach he spoke so highly of him in the locker room. I don't think that they put enough credence or like enough oomph into the idea that he's the locker room guy. Like they said he came in and he was just an example of how to be a Pro Bowler on special teams. And so I think that that's worth something. You just bring in a young guy that's kind of he's cheaper with maybe a little bit of upside on offense. I would rather have the guy that's going to be a good locker room guy that we saw take something to the house. Like
finally
we've not seen in a really, really long time.
In a while. Yeah.
If it was me, I would rather have Andre Roberts. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's making me feel that he's not going to happen. Ibushi, I think it's maybe, let's see what the market is. Let's see how this injury heals and then maybe pull the trigger.
There you go. We'll see what happens, Mr. Robles, but thank you for asking the question. Moving on now to Benny Pooh.
Certified fresh.
You think? Who asked the question?
Do you think the Chargers will sign any more players in free agency?
It's a terrible Lois Griffin.
That was a good shot.
It was, hey. Anytime anybody asks me to do a female character, no, it's not going to be the best, but I'm going to do it for you because that's what you asked for.
That's right.
I mean, I don't know. The amount of money left is, based off of Popper's spreadsheet is about $9 million, give or take. So I got to imagine that, they're going to probably use as much cap space as possible. And that's considering like leaving yourself a cushion for the offseason if you need to make any moves. That's right. If you know what I'm saying. So I'd like to think there's probably at least one or two more players. I don't think they're going to be as big as Khalil Mack and JC Jackson.
No, I don't think they're going to happen until after the draft either. I think there's just kind of the settling position where people are kind of want to see what their rosters look like after they've drafted some fresh blood. I think then we'll find out. Then we'll add some more. They're not going to be the big names. Maybe some offensive line reinforcements, something like that.
Right.
Maybe there's just going to be a lot more to like evaluate once you have your draft picks in-house.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, Benny Pooh. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to House of Hain.
Nice.
Who asked the question?
Okay, so my thoughts about why Tom has done well and had and bad in the past. Hoo-ha. I feel that he just lets the head coach make the decision on who we draft. Our last two head coaches were, let's just say, not up to the challenge. Now we have brass ball, 3 seats on the plane, running it. What do you say, you? Hoo-ha.
You caught me off guard with that. I wasn't ready. You came hot and heavy.
Oh. That's how I get it. Oh.
She has a huge ass.
He's got a big ass.
Oh shit.
Okay. So obviously, whether the question being, is Staley the one making the decisions on who we draft, or is it all coaches in the past that are making decisions on who to draft?
Well, I guess the assumption would be because of this most recent coaching change and now such a gigantic shift in what we've done this offseason. I mean, that's the assumption. It's like, okay, that changed. Now this is changing. That has to be the correlation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think that you didn't have a quarterback on his rookie contract in the past. I think that's the biggest change in we have to we know we have to win right now. So
right.
I don't think it's Tommy T being pushed around by the coach. I don't think there's like there's not like
come on.
There's not like
you nerd.
There's no noogies or swirlies going on. Yeah. I think it's just he knows where he's at, and it does. I do believe that he does take input from his coaches, which I think is healthy.
Clearly,
how you have to have it done.
I would imagine that he's got to. I mean, I think as any general manager would want the opinion of the head coach and take that with more than just a grain of salt, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't if you didn't trust him, you shouldn't hire him.
Exactly.
So he has to be able to evaluate players. So yeah, he's taking his. I think there's a little shift, from coaching staff to coaching staff, but overall, I think right now the aggressiveness is not because of the head coach. I think it's because of your quarterback.
But also look at what Staley's doing. And when JC Jackson stepped in and he had 10 pages on a player that wasn't even somebody to be evaluated. What is he going to do for these draft picks? What is he going to do when the scouts give him kind of a narrowed down list of names to look at?
You're Tommy T and your coach comes at you with a binder full of crap as to like, I want this guy with like 45 pages. You're like, I'm not going to read that.
There's like an index. There's like a bibliography in there.
Yeah. He's like,
sources.
You cited all your MLA. You got it. I don't know what
formatted and everything.
Yeah. I got nothing.
I hate to be the guy that he's just got like a Post-it note on, and he's just like, he's got a nice haircut or something like that.
Yeah. Last coach would probably just come in with like some Post-it notes, just like, good.
Right.
I like him.
Coach Lynn.
He's
an
Chevy.
F-150. Yeah.
If I put a smiley face next to him, that means I like him. If frowny face, don't do it. All right. Well, there you go, House of Hain. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Greg, who asked the question. Assuming wide receiver, tackle, and cornerback with first-round grades are off the board, do you take Ojabo? I know it's a luxury, but Mac is no spring chicken. Okay, so for those that don't know, Ojabo, he's an edge rusher in the draft right now.
He's a stud.
But he's a guy that video kind of went around just based on the lack of response, but he's the guy that got injured and nobody really kind of rushed to his aid very quickly. So the guy's injured. I don't know that you pick an injured guy in the first round. I mean, his draft stock had to drop after that happened.
You don't know how well he's going to come back from that.
Sure, right.
Could you imagine getting hurt like that at that time?
No, that's catastrophic.
Devastating. That's just so devastating. So
it was a non-contact injury, so it's just like that's a bad deal. Yeah,
those are the bad ones. So
17's high to draft a guy that's hurt. You need a guy that's going to come in and play.
Impact.
At the same time, I think we have set ourselves up to take the best available.
Mm-hmm.
So if on your board, if a job was the best available, we don't need to his point, we don't need an edge rusher week one. We have those.
Correct.
But if that's the best available on your board for this year, then you take him. And then 2 years from now, you're going to be real happy because of this, that, or the other. Or in week 8, when he's back healthy and ready to rock and Khalil gets dinged up, then you'll be pretty pumped. So we're just in a position to take the best available.
Right.
So if your best wide receiver, tackle, corner, whatever it is, whoever's the best available, I think that's who we're going to take.
Mm-hmm. But to also your point, it's that, you need someone who's going to play now based on that window that we've clearly got for Justin Herbert. So I don't think we're going to draft somebody that's going to be ready in 2 years. We're going to draft somebody that's going to be able to go out there.
But Ajabo's not a ready in 2 years guy. I just think that depending on his injury, as soon as he's healthy, he's ready to go.
Year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't know the extent of his injury. I'm sure everybody else does. I'm sure Tommy T knows what.
Yeah. I just Google search. I think he
did
tore his
he?
Achilles. Yeah. So
Oh,
not a
he's
good one.
done. That's we're not even considering him.
Not
Oh,
a
just
good
drag him out in the street and shoot him. Why
It
don't
was
you?
his Achilles.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are hard to come back from, man. That changes your explosiveness. That changes a lot of shit.
6 months he's going to be out.
Yeah, so
that's bad.
I don't see him going in the first, but I mean, if he's still hanging around there later on in the draft,
But that
we got
I
a
guess
lot
the,
of draft
the
picks.
question still stands, you know, I think, and then the answer to anyone that you're going to throw in there
Yes.
is they're going to take the best available.
Best
Whatever
available,
that
right.
board is for Tommy T,
Yep.
which maybe it's Brandon Staley's. We don't know.
Mhm.
Some team's going to get lucky with him if he comes to a full recovery and they draft him in the second or maybe even wherever that is. They take a chance on him and he comes back fully. It'll be like having 2 first-round picks. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, and we've done that in the past. And we've taken chances on those kind of players, which wouldn't surprise
Keenan
me.
was one.
Was he?
Keenan was injured. That's why he
I
kind
don't
of
remember
felt
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same thing with Derwin. They were very
I
similar.
do remember
in
that with
sense.
Derwin. I remember that with Desmond King, which prior to his leaving, he was a good player out there on the field. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, Greg. But hey, thank you for asking the question. Moving on now to Cerberus21, who asked the question. What up, Bolt Gang? I know the charges have gone radio silent, but at least we got that sweet and juicy all-in episode, baby! Even though it just makes you sad that it's barely April because I want to see this Chargers team kick some ass. My question to the Charger chat is which 3 pre-free agency Charger players do you think needs to step up the most? My list is number 3, Keenan Allen. Number 2, Nasir Adderley. Number 1, Kenneth Murray, baby.
Kenneth Murray has to step up immediately.
I think Kenneth
With
Murray
Kaiser
will be at
leaving,
the
yeah.
top of
He has to-
everybody's list.
He
Yeah.
needs to be a difference maker this year. There's no other option. They just let Kaiser White walk. So
Right.
he's got to. That's my number one of like the guys that need to make drastic improvement.
Yes.
I've kind of come to terms with Jerry Tillery. And he's kind of getting phased. He's clearly, based on who he brought in, there's going to be kind of a phasing out. He's not. I don't think he's going to get nearly the snaps he got last year.
But
So-
could his play get better now with all those other guys that we just picked up? Do
I
you
don't think
think he
so.
could? No?
No.
Okay. There's no saving him. Okay.
I think it could because of the requirement to be able to block the other guys, like the attention that they're going to
Sure.
deserve.
That's what I was, yeah.
But if that is the case, I still don't want him. Because if he's only playing good because he's with amazing other players,
They're only as
then-
good as the people you work
Exactly.
with, right?
yeah,
Strong as your weakest link,
get-
right?
Yeah, we could bring in anyone that could be good but next to these guys, you know. So it's like, go ahead, dude. I'm glad somebody will fall for it and pay you. Great, and hopefully it's not us, but
Yeah.
I like that list. I don't think Keenan. I mean, he had a couple drops last year, but
Keenan's only blemish last year was the drops. Like if he can just not drop the ball, then he's good. But I don't know if that necessarily means he needs to fucking
I don't think he
get your ass in gear, Keenan.
If he has if he has a normal Keenan Allen year again, we will
good.
all be
We're golden. Yeah.
pumped. Yeah,
He earned his contract for that year.
yeah.
So besides Kenneth Murray, then is there anybody else that you could think of that needs to step it up?
I don't know what the pre-free agency thing means because Kenneth's not going to be a free agent next year. This just is talking
I
about
think
right
just
now.
before
Just
we
for
added
this off-season.
before we added
Oh, okay.
these new
Yeah.
free agency guys.
I don't know. I think Mike Davis is getting kind of lost in the shuffle. I didn't think he had that bad of a year, but
No.
with bringing in JC Jackson and bringing on all these studs, I think him stepping up would be huge for our team.
Totally.
Absolutely.
If he can keep getting better, like, because I thought Mike Davis was good. I mean, we paid him as a really good receiver.
he's
So
CB
corner. So
CB1, now he's CB2. So
Mhm.
yeah. So hopefully he's not having to follow that number one guy around, and he can really step up his game too. I think
Yeah.
he could benefit from all the pieces that we've added as well. So I
Mhm.
don't know. There's a lot of guys that I think are going to step up.
Yeah.
but
On the
it's also
offensive side,
so new. Everyone's so new.
on the offensive side, I'd like to see Larry Roundtree step it up
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah,
I
one of
think
those guys would be good.
if one of those guys can show to be the RB2, then I think that would make everything a lot more comfortable.
We need that. We need one of those guys to step up. So
Yeah.
I can get behind you on that, Bulldog.
So, We'll see what happens, Cerberus21, but thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Aaron Swimmer, who asked the question.
Gangsters, what's up? Two-parter here. Anyone else see Nick Wright get all in emotions about a tweet from Keenan? You would think Keenan was talking about him the way he responded. Anyways, he's a dumb, smelly pirate hooker, am I right, fellas? Second question. What is the most expensive thing you have broken, and did anyone find out about it? Hey, on a serious note, I look forward to your podcast throughout the week. It pulls me out of reality and the craziness of this world we live in. The world is full of chaos, and it's seemingly falling apart. Y'all always make me laugh and have me pumped for the upcoming season. The energy you guys give on the show is amazing. We're all human, and I know sometimes being positive for a community isn't the easiest. Just like to thank you guys and let you know you're appreciated. We don't see the other side of things like the sacrifices you guys make for the show. Just keep up the good work. You guys are my first listen of the day once the work starts. I hope to be part of the Charger Chat family until I'm expired. Looking forward to all the content. Hope to meet y'all one day. Bolt up, fam. Can't love you, bye. I would also like to be in the waiting line of Charger Chat Purgatory to be on Fan Focused, LOL.
Charger Chat Purgatory.
And certified fresh.
Absolutely, yes.
See, I am still my scramby eggs brain.
He's got the scramby egg brain.
The movie's
folks.
over tomorrow, so I apologize. I should have been quicker to the gun. But
so the Nick Wright thing, he was the guy that was going off about Keenan's comments.
Yeah, throwing
about,
shade on Keenan.
So
yeah.
I just Wikipedia'd him. The guy's from freaking Kansas City, Missouri. That's his hometown. So he's a Chief homer. Get out of here,
we
Nick
know all
Wright.
about that. You suck. Chargers rule.
Yeah,
News
Chiefs
flash,
suck.
you suck.
No, this is Nick Wright's insecurities being broadcasted on television.
Yeah. Sure, he's got a platform.
He saw that Tyreek trade and said, Pat Mahomes is going to get exposed. We're screwed. And then Keenan comes out and says it, and he just went off because he just lost control.
My feelings, and I don't know what to say, but you are asshole.
That's what happened.
I said, "Oh,
Wow.
fudge."
I hate that guy even
Say
more.
fudge.
Oh shit.
All right. So the second question: have you ever broken? What's the most expensive thing you've ever broken, and did anyone find out about it?
I didn't personally do it, but I just watched something happen.
Oh,
And it might have been because I
On
told.
set?
Yeah. So we had this really expensive drone. And
careful. Don't admit to anything right now.
No,
Don't name names.
no names being named.
Okay.
But we had this big drone shot, and I wanted it out over this specific area, kind of over water. And it came flying at this bridge and just went down. Out of sight. Just like $15,000 drone was just gone. And I just was standing there like,
oh my God.
Oh no, this is not good. So technically I had something to do with that because I told the drone operator
You
where to put
influenced
it.
Yeah.
So if I wouldn't
Like,
have said that, it would
little
still
closer.
Yeah.
Little closer. Oh, too close.
too close. So that's
Wow.
That's a deep thing. I got a bad story I probably shouldn't say.
Say it. We cut it out if you don't like it. Go.
No. Yeah. It involved a slingshot, golf balls,
Oh, wow.
and
Statute of Limitations.
yes. Yeah. So we'll leave it there.
Okay. Fair enough.
Well,
I'm
shit.
trying to think of, so I can't think of the most expensive thing. Gosh, I don't know, but I can recall. This makes me laugh every time I think about it. I was spending a night at a buddy's house, and this was back in like high school, and we're like cooking something up in the microwave. I don't know what, but it's one of those microwaves that like there's no like you don't push a button to open the door. You just grab the handle and pull. Like it's just one of those kind of microwaves. And it was done, so I go to grab the handle and I just give it a hard
Rip
yank,
it off.
and the handle comes off, and I just look at the handle and I look at my buddy. I'm like, "Oh fuck! I didn't know." I feel like an asshole because I'm just like,
oh, that's so
I didn't
embarrassing. Yeah.
"Do that? I swear
Sorry.
to God, I'm
I don't
so
know my own
sorry."
strength. I am a dog.
I mean,
Whoa,
because
dog.
again, it wasn't like, well, you didn't push the button, asshole. Like you got to do that first. It was like, it was just, swear to God, it was one of those. I just remember holding the handle going like, mother.
Isn't it so funny? Some of the memories that just get stuck in your head and you
Yes.
feel bad about for the rest of your life.
Forever. I will forever
Yeah.
feel bad about that.
That sucks.
about you,
but
Coach?
I don't even know how much that was.
I don't know. This is such a bizarre question.
I love
It is. I love it.
Yeah. I also broke a drone. I bought one when I was coaching football. I was the head coach.
Oh no!
and
Did
we
you
were like,
crash it on the field?
yeah, I did. So it was like this big deal. We like did all this fundraising to be able to buy the drone
Oh,
so that we
no.
could film practice and stuff. And the first day we tossed it up, and it was so good. Like the angle, the film, the kids were all obsessed. The second day I go to throw it up, and I didn't tighten the propeller down all the way. So I get it up there, and because you just set it there and leave it, and then you just from your phone you can record pause. And so I'm practice is just going record pause. All of a sudden we hear this, and it just lost control and ran into a goalpost. And,
Oh no!
yeah, turns out I didn't put the propeller on.
Didn't
all the way,
split
so
the uprights on that
don't
one.
fly don't fly drones next to the Duggins. Apparently,
We're the drone
bad-
boys.
bad
Yeah,
drone
watch
luck.
out.
Yeah.
No drones allowed.
No.
All right. Well, there you go, Aaron Swimmer. Thank you for asking the question and welcome. Obviously,
Yes,
because we love
welcome.
your
And
certified
And thank you for the
freshness.
sweet words.
Yeah, that means
And
a
that
lot,
was very
man.
kind of
we
you,
really
yeah.
appreciate you. They're, we give up our wives and significant others and family members aren't always happy with us for
Right.
doing this. So
Not
we,
every week. Yeah,
we
Not every
appreciate
week.
you for throwing that out there. It means a lot to us.
Absolutely.
we'll make sure that they hear it.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah. We turned
Let
this
us-
part up extra loud for that.
Let us keep doing this. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move it on now to Dirty Sock 101.
Nice.
Who asked the question?
Like, who would you rather keep/cut, Donald Parham or other non-foundational but cherished like players, or Megan and the social media team? K, love you, bye. Oh, K.
All right.
That was impossible.
That
Dirty
was-
Sock.
That was the wildest mismatch of requests I've
As
ever
for
heard.
DMX and Valley Girl mixed together.
So
I
go
don't
back
know.
and listen to that again, thinking DMX and Valley Girl, because I read it and I was like, "There's how are you
my
gonna do this,
brain
dude?"
couldn't
Like,
put them together.
like who?
Gag me with a spoon.
All right. Let's focus on the question. of the
Oh,
week here.
shit.
All right.
No,
Would
Megan
you
and the
rather-
social media. As a fan, Megan and the social media team are the MVPs.
I rely on them. I rely on them so heavily.
Yeah. I will sacrifice a non-foundational but cherished player.
Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure. Keep Megan in the social media team. Keep doing your thing.
They're that necessary for
They
us
are
fans.
they are the best social media team. They've
Yeah.
been voted. It's official. They've got the title that they are the best
Yeah.
social media team in the NFL right now. So
This is the
Megan's
this is
the
the
real
real
MVP.
Megan the stallion for me. She's the real the Charger.
See what she did there.
Yeah, she's the best. Yeah, they just
She
make
is
me
the
laugh.
best.
They make me laugh and smile.
oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Donald Parham doesn't make me laugh and smile. all
Donald
that
Bonham gives
often.
me
Yes.
Sundays. Megan
Yeah.
gives me Monday through Saturday too.
Yeah,
That's true.
Donald
That's
Parham
true.
really is only. He's made me happy a few times, but he's made me really sad on that one game. He made me
Yeah,
really
scared,
depressed.
too.
and
Yeah, he scared me.
He
Yeah.
scared me. Yeah,
It was a
Yeah.
roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, it was
It's like
all
when your
over.
kid gets hurt and you get mad at them. You know,
Yeah.
you're like, "What are you doing? How did you do that?" And they're sitting there crying. And
They're
you're like, "Oh wait, I'm
bleeding.
sorry." Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry this happened to you, but what were
Wait.
you thinking?
I mean, I love you, but why would you jump off of that?
You just hug them real tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid dick.
That's like Donald. Yeah, he just scares me.
God, your mom's
I
gonna
love
be
him, though.
so mad at me. All right. Well, there you go. Dirty Sock 101. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Staley's Nuts and Bolts, who asked the question.
How now, brown cow?
Bola. Bola. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa both play on the left side. Left side. Left side. I don't know. That's
Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy.
His warm up
his
exercises.
warm-up routine. Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa both play on the left side.
Unique New York.
Unique New York.
Uh,
All right. Do you think he means like on the same time, like in one
Yeah.
play?
Do you remember?
Good luck.
You remember we used to bump Joey down into that three
inside,
technique. We would do it quite a bit last season.
Okay.
Imagine him at the 3, and then you have Cleo Mack on the outside.
You will see this at some point. You will.
It'll happen.
This is going.
And then you'll
to
have
happen.
Derwin blitzing off the other
You're
side.
so
like, what do you do?
You are so.
What do you do?
You don't even know.
You do nothing.
You're done. You're done. Just pack it up.
You're
Go
dead.
home.
Just take a knee. Just take a fucking knee. If you see that formation, take a knee.
Pat, you see that? I don't care if you're in a shotgun, take a knee.
Right.
It's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it.
Life's too short. All right. Well, there you go.
Oh,
Staley's nuts and
He
bolts.
just got us fired up.
Yeah, dude. That was dope.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
It is a frightening idea. But let's move it on now to Milo J. Garcia,
Certified fresh,
who asked the question.
Who would you rather want? Junior Seau in this defense or Antonio Gates in this offense? Can't love you, bye.
I love Antonio, but Junior
This is
Seau.
really hard. but-
Easy, Junior Seau for me.
No, because I feel like we do have a little bit of a hole there at tight end right now. Like we don't have a stud. I know Gerald Everett. I'm excited about him. He's a young stud.
Yeah.
But you're talking one of the greatest tight ends of all time added onto this offense.
Well, and also you got to think about, was some of that to do with the chemistry between Phil and him? And
that doesn't mean he can't recreate that.
Yeah.
Like you can't recreate that chemistry. Junior
I don't know, I
Seau
think
was
he
a
could.
one man could do anything.
No, my
He can
answer
solve
is Junior Seau for sure.
Yeah.
My answer is Junior Seau. I'm just saying it's
Just
like,
posing
don't
the
get me
thought. I'm
wrong.
just throwing it out
I'm
there.
just saying it's a
Just being
good
devil's
question. Like
advocate.
that. That is a tough would you rather, because imagining Antonio Gates in his prime
with Justin Herbert.
Like he is a pass catching machine.
Monster.
And Justin Herbert loves to feed the tight end. So that would be pretty scary.
Right. Not even pass catching, just a touchdown machine. He is the touchdown machine.
But
so
there is a hole right now at that linebacker position, and Junior Seau is just I don't know.
Plug and play,
that would
buddy.
Junior Seau. Final answer.
All day.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Milo J. Garcia, thank you
Thanks
for
for
asking
coming
the
on, man.
question. And
Welcome.
thank you for coming on. Moving on now to Gruder McBolt, who asked the question. I have a question. How many Lowe's could Rob Lowe rob if a Rob Lowe robbed Lowe's? Can't love you, bye.
Oh, Gruder.
How many Lowe's could Rob Lowe rob if a
Rob
Rob Lowe
could
rob
rob
Lowe's?
One.
Yeah.
At a time.
He's a one-man, team.
Robbing
right now.
machine.
It depends on if he went on like a cross-state kind of crime spree where you just kind of go into each Lowe's, grab like some candy.
Rob Lowe kind of seems like the kind of guy that would talk about it.
He could get away
and,
with
like, get
it.
caught.
He's so
I was
handsome. He could
Yeah.
really do
He is
whatever
very
he
handsome,
wants.
though,
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
handsome man.
I think he would catch people off guard. I think the first guy would be like, was that Rob Lowe? And then like the second Lowe's that
And
he
they
goes
realize
to,
they're missing like saws
A
and
box of nails.
right. And then the
what
second
kind of
place,
robbery are we talking? Is
he
this,
might
like,
be like
grand?
an actor. He might take on a character, and then you would
He
be like,
rides-
that can't be the same
method.
guy.
He's
And you're like,
riding
"It
away
is,
in
it's
a-
Rob Lowe. Oh my God.
He's riding away in a lawnmower, just riding down the street away
Sure.
from Lowe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he puts on a disguise and he's somebody completely different. He's that good of an actor.
He's that good.
So I'm going to change. I'm going to say minimum 3.
At least, like, there's a lot of Lowe's, and there's one low, and
And I
I
feel
think
like
he
he
could
could get away-
definitely.
I feel like
I'm just saying, like,
You said that too
say that
confidently.
again.
there's a lot of Lowe's,
but
there's
only one low.
There's one low, but I think he could at
That was
least
very
hit.
profound, Kevin.
I think you could at least hit one every 30 minutes. So you're looking, if you're hitting a
How many
salt,
lows? How close are lows?
you can find one every 30 miles without a doubt.
Depending on the city.
This
But
is spiraled. I say at least 25. At least 25 Lows. Could be-
wow, that's a
taking
high
that,
number.
Dude. That's
Wow.
impressive.
Yeah.
You know
All
what's
right.
crazy though? We'll never know
We
the
will
right answer.
never know.
No.
Unless
It's an
Rob Lowe's
unanswerable
listening,
question.
in which case,
Do
go
tell.
for it.
Give it a
Rob.
shot.
Yeah, let us know.
I wanna-
Please report back.
For science, Rob.
Good luck, Rob.
Okay. Thank you, Gruder McBolt, for asking the important questions. Let's move it on now
Man,
to
it's the off season.
it's the off season. If
Full
you didn't
stride.
know before,
We're deep in
you
here.
know now. Move it on now to L. Sutton 27,
Certified fresh.
who asked the question. Justin Herbert's stat line prediction this year, and why is it the first 6,000-yard season ever? Andy Dufresne crawled through a river of shit.
Why is it? That's
Dude,
a good.
Could we see that? Do you think it's even possible?
Yeah.
Think so?
I think if we just had a normal amount of drop passes like that we normally have,
Yeah.
I think he's somewhere upwards of 5,500. He was 5,014 last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I think even with just cut out half the drops where he's at like 5,500. So yeah, if you go into the playoffs, you give him 4 more games, I think for sure he's a 6,000 yard guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And with this stout defense, they're on
Getting
the
the ball
field.
back.
less,
He's going to
get
be on the
ball
field
back.
more for sure.
Oh, man.
That's so exciting.
My heart just like skipped a beat. Don't give me this hope if it's not possible, but it sounds
He's going to go off this
pretty
year.
possible.
He's going to go off this
Yeah.
year. I think he's just absolutely going to go off.
First time in his career he's been in the same offense 2 years.
He's
in a
going to
row.
go fucking off. It's just a fact.
all right. Well, L Sutton 27. You've given us a lot of hope.
You got
so.
us excited.
We're fired up. Yeah, these
we
are
are fired
good
up.
questions, guys.
Well, enjoy them while you can because we're on the last question here. Blonded
Aw.
Surfer, who asked the question.
Kind of in a dry spell here, eh, boys? Let's get personal. Use any voice you wish. Okay, well, this is it, guy. For Coach, are you still coaching? And did you ever look into coaching at the college level? For Wooly D, what makes you grow that epic beard so long? And for Kevin, from a fellow Kevin, did you ever consider applying to some video editing jobs for the Chargers since their move to the biggest film market? By the way, your work in Untitled Horror Movie was sweet.
All right.
Awesome.
Look at that. You got a fan,
Thanks,
buddy.
brother. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, 3 questions. Coach, are you still coaching?
Kinda. So
When I'm not in Cancun, I'm coaching.
yeah, when I have time, when I can fit it in. I have a lot of demand, so I'm here and there.
Right. I got a podcast. I got kids. When I fit in it.
So last season, I was kind of like a game day coach. The school that I coached at for a long time, Del Norte High School here in San Diego. I still know the head coach. We're still friends. My dad is still on the staff.
Oh, wow.
So I pop in. I'm kind of and I know the defensive coordinator really well. I know the defense he's running, so I can be like his eyes in the box, and it's really easy. I'm not like involved with the kids a huge amount, but I'm up in the box, kind of communicating to the DC, talking them through where we're messing up and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So I'm still. I got 2 young kids, and me and my wife both work full time, so there's not a whole lot of extra time to be coaching right now. I got an offer to coach at like the community college level. I thought about it, but college coaching is just a different world. I coach because I love the sport, obviously, first and foremost, but I love coaching high school kids. I love people. I love like the purest form of football where you're playing because you love the sport. You like being a part of the team. In college, it starts to be, hey, why am I not getting enough scholarship offers? Why are you not getting my name out there? You're doing more recruiting and stuff than in high school.
Gotcha.
There's some of that, but for the most part, especially as an assistant coach, I just go and I get to talk football with kids that love playing football. So I'm a college coach would be cool. Maybe some ways down the line when my kids are grown and gone and I've done coaching them. But yeah, right now I stay involved a little bit here and there.
And you teach us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
you coach us.
my son's entering Flag Pop Warner this year. So
I was just going to ask. Like,
you'll be a head coach. You'll be a Pop Warner head coach. No problem.
Yeah, I'm a T-ball head coach right now, so I got plenty of coaching duties.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Coach of many hats. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Right. What makes me grow that epic beard so long? It's genetics, baby. Like I don't know what to tell you. I got good genes. Yeah. I got nothing up here, but down here I'm rocking it. So
beautiful.
It's the Woolly clan. I think it's just in our name. We are the Woolies. So we get a little woolly down in the chin area.
Love it.
All right. And Kevin, did you ever consider working with the Chargers?
I started so long ago that like this was before like social media was the thing. So
sure,
I think I may have priced myself out of doing editing for the Chargers.com, but I would volunteer. I'd be happy to jump in there and I'd love to mix it up with the Chargers.
Sure.
It'd be amazing. I'd love to go shoot because I
was going to say, would you rather be on the camera side of it?
Yeah. I'm a director of photography, so I shoot movies. Like editing is something I know how to do, and I do it for our podcast and stuff. But
right.
I do a lot of editing, but get me on the field. Put a camera in my hand, and I will literally be that guy like running out behind everyone where I get run over by a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Put me in those tight spots, and I will get you some fucking footage.
There you go.
Yeah, do it.
Kevin putting his life on the line. So
Sign me up.
Megan, if you're listening,
I'm in.
Hire him.
I'll volunteer. Just like
volunteers contribute.
The week I come in, I will just jump in. I'll bring some of my own gear. Just throw me at something. I'm in.
Got these wild ideas, give it to him.
You got GoPros all over you.
Just I won't bring my drone. Okay, I'm not going to bring a drone.
Yeah, he won't touch any drones.
I won't touch the drone. I won't direct drones. I won't tell them what to do, where to go, who to fall on.
Don't put them on drone duty, please. Nope. All right. Thank you, Blonded Surfer, for asking the question, and thank you everybody for asking questions. And Ask Boltfam, you guys make these episodes what they are. And minus Jeeves. We haven't heard from Jeeves in a while.
You pissed him off, Wool Dog. You pissed him off.
I apologize, and I did my, tribute. So
I apologize.
I did. So come back, Jeeves. We miss you, buddy.
We miss you, Jeeves.
It's been silent over here.
Yeah, we need. I mean, you don't have to write a full thing. I mean, you can do a 2-paragraph. I mean, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be a page-long script. So
just a hi.
Yeah, we just want to make sure you're doing okay.
Yeah, checking in.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Any final thoughts? Any Bolt predictions going into the
Bolt? I think that punt returner guy, kick returner, is getting signed on
this week.
Bolt
Calling
prediction.
It? Okay.
Andre Roberts out, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm just pumped. Kyle's back. The team's back together. This is nice.
Right. We got the band back together.
Best friends that anyone.
Yeah. We talked. I don't know if you listened to everything we said. We talked a lot of shit about you, but we definitely are happy you're back. Like it feels different. No, shut up.
Yeah, I don't trust
Adam Love. We're glad it's not the same without you. So we're glad you're back.
Absolutely. All right. All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Do you have a drone? Do you want to break it? Don't do it yourself. Call the Drone Boys. Look, let's be real. If you have a drone, it's gonna break. It's inevitable. Do you want it to be your fault? Didn't think so. So give it to the Drone Boys. They'll break your drone, no questions asked. Don't be the laughingstock when you tell your friends who broke your drone. Leave that up to the Drone Boys. Call now and get your drone broken today.